Hey, Zero's on us. Oh god, I'm being shot by that other one.
Come on. Oh, whoops.
Hey, where am I going?
I just blew up. Can you not,
Whoa!
like, yell?
Woo!
No!
Oh, I got 2 minutes.
Hey there, gamers. TNG Killer Lawyer here. Today I'm bringing a bit of a Spitfire Mark XVI gameplay. This was my first fly out for the aircraft, and I'm taking it nice and slow as Cookie gets off to a bit of a horrendous start. So, as I'm starting to climb, which is one of the strengths of the British nation, um, I message in chat lol because uh, it's always kind of sad when one of your teammates ends up getting crashing on the runway. Fortunately, Cookie was able to repair, but I won't say that's the first time that's happened, and it definitely won't be the last. So, as we're starting to climb, we're just looking around, seeing who our friendlies are that are sticking with us. And we're just trying to get some altitude. I prefer to use um, kilometers per hour and indicated airspeed to help me climb. Um, the British excel at climbing at lower speeds, so using a higher like climb rate, I guess, or a higher pitch, uh, and having a lower airspeed tends to be the most efficient. I like to keep mine right around somewhere between 250 and 260 as I slow down a little bit and uh, adjust my rate of climb. So Cookie and I are discussing about how that little incident happened. So as we were taking off, Cookie sees me in my aircraft, uh, flying at around the same speed and same altitude as him, and he tries to move to his right in order to evade. Now, what he didn't see when he did that was that there's another friendly who was almost right there. So Cookie's only option was really to pitch down, and he's claiming due to the low speed and having a lot of drag on his wings that the Spitfire doesn't uh, handle well at low speed. Excuse me, at low speeds and low altitudes. So he ends up losing control of the aircraft and hitting the ground. So as you can see again, I just readjusted my course. Anyways, so that was how Cookie got that little bit of excitement in the beginning. As we get to take the boring portion of climbing, something that is one of the hardest parts to deal with, honestly, with realistic, because it slows down the game a lot, but it's pretty essential to gameplay. So now we're looking at the player roster, and we're noticing that Cookie and I are pretty much the highest battle rating on the team. If you don't know, battle rating works as we have a 5.3 battle rating, I believe, as a LF Mark 9 for Cookie and a Spitfire um, Mark 16. We have a 5.3, meaning we can get into games as high as a 6.3 maximum battle rating and as low as a 4.3 minimum battle rating. So anyways, we're seeing some contacts here, these little black dots in the sky, and noticing that they're B-17s. I believe what some of our friendlies are lighting them up for us. Now, I don't particularly want to go after these B-17s as one of them appears to just rip his wings as he pulls a dive or some sort of maneuver. Um, Cookies chiming in that it might have been a negative G rip at this point in time. Anyways, the British aren't especially well equipped, or at least not the Spitfires. With only 2 Hispanos, it's not quite enough to take out uh, a B-17. Oh, I'm looking at another contact and seeing that that's actually uh, a lot closer than he looks. And for whatever reason, he's not lit up. That looks like a B-17. Yep, there we go. So they're not especially well equipped because 2 Hispanos aren't enough to really take down an enemy aircraft. And or two Hispanos are enough to take down an enemy aircraft, but they're not enough to take down a B-17 because it has a lot of armor and it has a lot of guns firing back at you. So the Spitfire isn't especially well equipped. It can be done. Uh, I just don't have the particular skill. You practically have to land all your shots in your pass and start opening up early. The ideal way to take out these bombers would have been to have altitude on them and to dive on them, because I believe the least number of guns are from the front and above. So if you're able to do that, then you could take them out in a couple passes using boom and zoom tactics. So I'm noticing that our friendly Typhoon has picked up a bogey. That looks like it. Yep, there's an F4U. So I'm gonna turn to engage him. Cookie is still climbing. Oh, and we see a premium Spitfire. Premium Spitfires, I believe, are the more or less the same model as the LF Mark 9s. So they are very good at climbing. I also noticed that there's another contact in the sky, right about in front of me. Oh, well, that's one way to take down a B-17. A Spitfire has just taken down a B-17 by most likely ramming him, seeing as they both crashed. So I'm keeping in mind that there's this premium Spitfire who's close by, and I'm diving out. I'm a stock Spitfire Mark 16, and I don't have an altitude advantage over him. He has equivalent guns, more or less. He can outturn me, and, well, I almost hit Cookie. That's a pretty close run-in for us. We normally pay a lot more attention than that. But we're trying to use our cloud cover now in order to lose the Spitfire. So now I'm closing in on this F4U, and I see, oh, well, he's smoking. He is on fire right now, but it looks like the fire's gone out, and he's just smoking a lot. So this friendly Typhoon and I are following up, making sure that this F4U doesn't make it back to base. Our friendly just missed his pass as he comes back and loops around with us in order to get our second pass on him. Here we go. Oh, I'm rolling. I was expecting him to pull a negative G's and pitch back down in order to mess up our aim, but he didn't, so I rolled right back up and ended up getting a nice little shot off. Thank you to whoever set him on fire. So that premium Spit up there just set somebody on fire. Not good for us. The premium Spit's one of the best premium aircraft in my opinion. So Cookie and I are turning towards him. Oh, and we're noticing that there's a P-51 above us. Not a good aircraft to give altitude advantage. The P-51 is very good at boom and zoom tactics. So Cookie and I are just kind of staying in cloud cover. We don't really want to engage in any of these guys with a direct head-on because we don't have armament that can take them out very well. So I can see this F6F is closing very rapidly on me, meaning that he's most likely going for a head-on. I take evasive maneuvers, and he isn't able to keep up as our Spit buddy continues to follow him, and I'm still worried about that premium Spitfire and the P-51 who are up high. So I'm turning around again, and I notice Cookie's low, so I don't want to gain too much distance. Oh, and the F6F ended up diving out. So I'm going to dive on this F6F in order to help Cookie out, but oh, Cookie just got set on fire. So if you don't know, for fires, if you cut your throttle and spam the I button, which cuts off all power to the engine, if it's a engine fire, you have a chance of putting it out. It still does a lot of damage to your aircraft, but I mean, at least you have a chance. This Hellcat notices that I'm on him, and he decides not to go after Cookie, and he's rather engaging in a turn fight. I don't know if this is really the best decision for him, because Spitfires are probably the second best turn fighters, only second to the Japanese, at least. I think the Japanese are probably the best turn fighters. So our friendly went for a head-on and ended up getting set on fire, but taking out the opponent, giving me an assist. I I'm turning towards that P-51 who just took a pass on our Spitfire, and following him. Most likely, I'm not gonna be able to catch this guy. I mean, he has speed and altitude on me. Um, so I'm just gonna. I think I'm at this point. Cookie and I are discussing, what's the best option. Cookie is severely damaged. He needs to go back to base. So I'm gonna turn around and I have 16 minutes of fuel and 200 cannon, 400 machine guns. So that's probably enough to get by for now. But I'm gonna give Cookie some air cover. So we're looking at the premium Spitfire again, making sure that he's not doing anything that can hurt us. And we're just, flying towards the base. So we see we have a friendly Firefly who's on our team who looks mostly undamaged. So I turn around and Cookie's telling me that he's pretty seriously damaged. It's not likely that he's going to be able to do much in the rest of this game. So I'm turning back towards this Firefly in order to help aid him in taking out any aircraft who are the two aircraft that are tailing him, the P-51 and I think the premium Spit is still around here. So I'm trying to get close to this Firefly in order to deter enemies so that they won't. I would think they would have less potential of attacking two aircraft rather than one and getting out scot-free. Because if he dives on one of us, then the other one just turns and gets shot, tries to snap some shots off as the opponent zooms away. So we're deciding to return to base and cover Cookie, and also to get some landings. Yeah, there we go. I'm typing into chat that we should protect Cookie while he's landing. So this way we would have actually a numbers advantage because they only have 2 and we have 3. However, they do have an altitude and speed advantage. So, yep, it looks like our friendly teammate has agreed, and we're gonna cover Cookie. So we can see those 2 contacts up in the clouds, or we just saw them, and we're deciding that, yeah, probably the best idea to get a little bit more altitude. Not climbing at a severe amount, but get some more altitude, but maintain speed because against these guys, I'm gonna need all the speed I can get. Oh, let's see. Here I'm just letting our teammate know the composition of the remaining enemies. So there's a premium Spitfire and a P-51. I wasn't sure if he was aware, so I thought I'd just let him know. So here we go. We can see the premium Spit and the P-51 again, as Cookie appears to have landed. So now we're trying to protect Cookie. Now, a little bit of spoilers. This doesn't end up going so well. Yeah, it's kind of difficult to protect a fast-flying aircraft from taking down someone. So I'm turning to engage the Spitfire, who's tunnel visioning on Cookie, and I'm trying to get some shots off. So I'm trying to intercept him before he can shoot down Cookie. And Cookie's taking evasive maneuvers, and I get some shots. Looks like they missed. Come on. Oh, got some hits. Got some more hits, and I can't really. No, that's about all I can do. Oh gosh, the P-51's right there. I try to avoid any more fire. As oh, there he goes. I thought the that trail of smoke I thought was the P-51 crashing. So we see the 2 of them. They have regained all their altitude, meaning that they have a lot of potential in speed. So I'm turning to re-engage this premium Spitfire, and oh no, Cookie, no! Cookie wasn't paying attention to his surroundings, pitched down, and ended up running into the beach. So he's having a bit of a beach day today. So this premium Spit, we did hit him a little bit earlier, and it looks like he's going to return to base. So here's the P-51. Uh-oh, he's going for our teammates. Turn, come on. No. No, we couldn't get him. So the P-51's just running away. It's well played to him. He has his superiorities in speed and being able to maintain the speed. The British aren't as good at that. So it looks like our friendly's fire has gone out, but most likely his engine has also died, or he's run out of fuel, meaning that he's not going to be able to get very far. Yeah, as you can see, we're quickly passing him, meaning that he, yep, just as he added in chat, No, he will not be able to land as he goes for a bit of a swim. So now it's just me, the P-51, and the Premium Spitfire. The Premium Spitfire seems to have completely disappeared and actually has gone to base. So I'm turning to engage this P-51. Now I'm at a severe disadvantage here. He has altitude on me, but what has happened is he has closed the distance and he's decided not to take the head on. So I'm just taking my shots and boom, I got some lucky Hispano hits into his wing, ripping it right off. Um, Realistically, this only happened because he tried to evade. Well, he has 650 cal, and whoops, there goes my landing flaps. Uh, if he has if he was using mouse aim, most likely he probably could have beaten me in a head-on. In addition, he has a friendly, so even if he does die, there's still a chance. But as I'm noticing here, I'm going only 300 kph, and I'm having difficulty getting my gear out. Out of where I'm worried that it'll rip. So as you notice that that flap came off, and actually my rear wheel came off. So my tail is gonna end up dragging and get critted. Now the significance of this is, in actuality, that counts as a soft landing, and a soft landing means that you technically crashed. So because I'm technically crashed, and I'm the last vehicle left on our team, we don't have any available vehicles left. So that's very bad because I'm the last one, meaning that our ticket counter is gonna die. So I'm thinking, oh, soft landing, but I didn't take any critical damage. It's probably going to still count me as being alive. I think actually if you're landed, you might just be considered dead, period. But anyways, so that Premium Spitfire who went away and who took damage, yeah, watch the bottom right corner of the screen as he actually was, yeah. Oh, there's the P-51 chiming in. He says, nice shot. Yep, that Premium Spit just crashed. So yeah, I could have stayed in the air and actually had a chance at winning. But anyways, that'll be all as we look at the results screen. A really great game for my first game, and thank you all for watching.
Really close.
Top Gun?
No.
Shotgun?
No.
Top Gun?
No.
Real fun.
Ah!